Okay, hello everyone. So, welcome to the next lecture. So, in the previous lectures, we have already studied that what is the basics of linear equation, how do we find the solution of a linear equation, what is the general form of the linear equation, and how do we graph a linear equation by using both the methods. One is the finding the intercept method, and the other one is just putting the random values of x and y and getting the corresponding values. So, we have done all that. If you are new to this channel, you can go to the previous videos and check out those videos so that you are not missing the part. Okay, so today what we are going to do is we have to do the remaining part of the linear equation thing. So what we have to do is we have to just try and do a couple of sums where we have to find the missing value of it. So in that case we'll be just given the coordinates. Okay, and we'll be given a linear equation. There will be one value or one constant value missing in that, so we have to identify that value. So we have to do a couple of those questions, and we'll do a word problems also from the NCERT book so that it is more clear to you. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, so let's take an example from your NCERT book. Okay, we'll take an example from exercise 4.3 of your NCERT book. The question number 3, it says if the point 3 comma 4 lies on the graph of the equation 3y equals to ax plus 7, find the value of a. Okay, so we'll just see how do we do it. So let's write the question for you all. If the point 3 comma 4 lies on the graph of the equation 3y equals to ax plus 7, find a. Okay, so now this is the question what we have. If the point 3 comma 4 lies on the graph of the equation 3y equals to ax plus 7, find the value of a. So how do we do it? Obviously now this 3 comma 4, that means 3 is your value of x and 4 is your value of y. So what we have to do is, so in place of y we will just substitute the value of y, in place of x we'll just substitute the value of x. So this is what we have to do, nothing else, and then we can simply get the value of a, which is again the constant or the multiple of x, you can say. So we'll just put the value of y in place of y. So 3 times 4 equals to a times 3 plus 7. Now 3 times 4 is 12. A times 3 is going to be 3a plus 7. So now we have to get the value of a. So we have to first get rid of the 7. So what do? We'll just subtract 7 both the sides, right? So what will happen? This plus and minus 7 will get cancelled. So 12 minus 7, what we'll get? We'll get 5 equals to 3a, correct? Now we have to get rid of this 3 also. So basically for that what we'll do, we'll just divide by 3 both the sides. So this 3 and 3 will cancel. So we'll get the value of a as 5 over 3, right? Or you can just write in the, what do you call that, improper fraction, which is going to be 1 2 over 3. So you can write any of the answer, both are correct. So basically this is how we find the missing value. So you can get a lot of examples in NCERT books or other books as well, R.S. Agarwal, R.D. Sharma. A lot of examples are there, so you can simply do them for your own practice. Okay, so let's move to the next one. Okay, now we will do one word problems word problem. In that basically we have to just form an equation and then we have to solve it. Okay, so we will just take one example from your exercise 4.3 and the question number 7. Okay, so I'll just write down the question for you. Okay, so this is the question what we have. I'll read it out for you guys. Yamini and Fatima, there are two students from class 9th. So together what they do is they contribute ₹100 towards Prime Minister's Relief Fund. So we have to write a linear equation which satisfies the data and we have to draw a graph for the same. So basically we have to identify the linear equation for the given data and then eventually we have to form a graph out of it. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll first find the linear equation. Now how do we find the linear equation? So for that we will assume let the amount contributed by Yamini is X rupees. Okay, so basically we are studying linear equation in two variables and we have two characters, Yamini and Fatima. So one's money we have to assume as X and the other's money we have to assume as Y. You can take any other variable also of your choice, but generally we take X and Y also, X and Y only. Okay, and so let the amount contributed by Yamini is X, then let the amount contributed by Fatima is rupees Y. So amount contributed by Yamini is X and amount contributed by Fatima is Y. So they both are contributing and the total amount is X. So basically the equation will go like this: amount of Yamini plus amount of Fatima will be equals to total amount contributed. Correct? So basically the amount of Yamini plus amount of Fatima will be the total amount contributed, right? So amount of Yamini is obviously X plus the amount of Fatima is obviously Y, which is equals to total amount contributed, which is 100 rupees. So this is how we will simply form a linear equation for this given data. So that means X plus Y is equals to 100. So this is the equation what we will get. Now for this particular equation we have to make a graph also. Okay, so how do we make it? So basically I have to rub this. So till here it is clear, right? So the final equation which we got is X plus Y equals to 100. So this was the equation what we had. So now, as I told you, the easier method is the intercept method. So we'll just find quickly X and Y intercepts. X intercept is going to be obviously when Y is equals to 0. So we'll get X is equals to 100. So the coordinates what we'll get is 100 comma 0. Now we'll find Y intercept. So for that obviously we have to put X is equals to 0. So we'll put X is equals to 0. So 0 plus Y equals to 100. Now 0 is irrelevant. So Y is equals to 100. So the coordinates what we'll get is 0 comma 100. Correct? So how do we solve it in detail? I have explained in the previous video, so you can go check it out in my previous video if you are new to this channel. Okay, so now we have to just quickly make the graph out of it. So we'll just see how do we make the graph. Now since we are talking about money, so obviously that cannot be negative, so we'll just try and avoid the negative axis. So on the, sorry, this is x and this is y. So on the x-axis, the points I have taken is 50, 100 and 150. On the y-axis, the points what I have taken is 50, 100 and 150. So the x-intercept is 100, 0. So obviously this is going to be the point, right? And on the y-axis, the y-intercept is 0, 100. So 0, 100. So obviously this will be the point. So what we have to do is, as I told you, we just need to join both these points, and this is how you will get the graph of a linear equation x plus y equals to 100. Okay, so basically this is how we get the graph. Okay, so that's how you solve a given word problem. Okay, so next topic what we have is lines parallel to x and y axis. So lines parallel to x and y axis. Okay, so when we say lines parallel to x and y axis, so what do we mean? So we simply mean, let's say if this is the axis, grid axis, x and y. So when we say lines parallel to x axis, so that means there can be any line somewhere here, or there can be any line somewhere here. So if you see this graph very carefully, so what is happening out here? It is very simple, that at all these values of x, whatever is the value of x, whether it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or negative 1, 2, we have a fixed value of y, right? That means we have a fixed value of y, whatever is the value of x, right? So in case of line parallel to x-axis, so in case of lines parallel to x-axis, we will only have an equation in terms of y. So that means if the given equation is in terms of y, so that will be parallel to x-axis. We'll see how it is. Just we'll take an example. Let's say 3y is equals to 2, right? This is an example of line parallel to x-axis. Or y is equals to -5. This is an example of line parallel to x-axis. Or -2y is equals to 4, right? So all these are examples of lines parallel to x-axis. So how it is happening, we'll just understand. So we'll just take one example. Let's say we are taking this one, -2y equals to 4. So we'll just write -2y equals to 4. Okay, now we have to get the value of y, right? So for that we'll do divide by -2 both the sides to get rid of this -2. So this will get cancelled, so we'll get y equals to -2. So this is the solution we have. So as you can see, there is no value of x, correct? So, or in other words, you can say whatever value of x you will put in this equation, you will get y equals to -2 only, correct? So we will just make the axis grid quickly, x and y, -1, -2, 0, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, -1, -2, -3. So this is how it looks like. Now the solution what we have is y is equals to -2 at whatever value of x. So even if the value of x is 0, so we'll have y as -2. Even if the value of x is 1, so we'll have y as -2. Even if the value of x is 2, we'll have y as -2. Even if the value of x is -1, we'll have the y as -2 only. Even if the value of x is -2, we'll have y as -2 only. So whatever is the value, so we'll just have to join it together. So now this will be your line equation or the graph of the line y equals to -2, which is parallel to the x-axis, correct? Now obviously now we have to discuss when the line is parallel to y-axis. Okay, so now when line is parallel to y-axis, now parallel to y-axis means what? Let's say this is the axis grid, what we have x and y. Now if some line is parallel to y-axis, that means it has to be parallel to this particular axis. So this can be somewhere here at this side, or this can be somewhere at this side. So parallel to y-axis means what? So if you see here, the x value is fixed irrespective of whatever y values you are having. So basically, in other words, we can say that you will only have the x value in this particular equation. Okay, then only the line will be parallel to y axis. In this case, we will have the equation in terms of x only, right? For example, negative x equals to 4. This will be the example of line parallel to y-axis. 2x is equals to 3. This will be example to the line parallel to y-axis. Or you can take one more, negative 3x is equals to 9. This is also going to be the example of line parallel to y-axis. So let's take an example. Let's take for this one, and we'll try and draw a graph. So 2x is equals to 3, right? So basically you have to get rid of this 2 first to get the value of x. So we'll just divide by 2 quickly. X is equals to 3 over 2 or 1.5 or 1 over 2, whichever way you want to take it. Okay, quickly I'll make the axis grid. X and y, this will be 0. Now the x values are 1, 2, 1 and 2, negative 1, negative 2, 1 and 2, 2, correct? So x is 3 over 2 or 1.5 or 1.5. So this is what the point is gonna be, somewhere exactly between 1 and 2. So if you take whatever the value of y, the x value will remain 3 over 2 only. So you will get a graph something like this, correct? Which is parallel to y-axis. So this is the graph of the line 2x equals to 3. Okay, so with that guys, this complete chapter number 4 of your CBSE grade 9 is completed from my side. If you have any doubts, any query, you can obviously ask me in the comment box. If you don't understand it or you want to, want to have some improvement in my teaching, you can always suggest me or comment me in the comment box, comment section. Till the time, please like this channel, share this with your friends and family, and please do share your feedback. Thank you so much. Next time.